what does Abby Phillip do? She decides to go on an even more terrible person's podcast, Kara Swisher. And she decides to shit all over her guests when speaking to Kara Swisher. These are the people who make the show tolerable for some small faction of Republicans. And she decides to take a massive dump on both of them. Let's see. I'll give you... let's just do what she said about Jillian Michaels first, top 4.
And then when it became clear that she was trying to sort of downplay slavery, I was just like shocked. Like, are you really going to do this on national television, giving her an opportunity to not do it? But she continued on. And then later on, she said that she got this list of talking points from the White House about exhibits that they wanted to dispute. And frankly, it was pretty ignorant. I don't like to talk negatively about guests who come on the show because I just don't think that's good form. Even when I disagree with people, I respect their right to
and therefore I won't
embarrass themselves on national television. I think it is their right to do that.
Respect their right.
There we go. So I don't like to talk negatively about them, but she was ignorant and she embarrassed herself, and that is her right. And she took a shot at Jillian, and then she took a shot at Scott, who makes this show worth watching, trying to find the soundbite in which she goes after him, Scott Jennings. It's top 5.
Never bringing people on to say crazy things. Let's be frank about that. That is never the intention, okay? People's decisions to say crazy things are never expected or predictable. However, I mean, and I know that folks really dislike Scott for his views, but I would say that, there are views that you don't like, that you think are unfounded, but that are pretty widely shared. And I think Scott falls into that category. Now, there are definitely times, if you watch the show, that we have conversations where I will say to Scott and others, just stop. Because we're not playing whatever game it is that you want to play in this moment.
So she needs to apologize for Scott Jennings, because she's heard, CNN's audience is overwhelmingly left, that people don't like him and he says crazy things. And, he's such a lunatic, it's worthwhile airing those views because they belong to MAGA.